Hey guys, Happy New Year. Happy, blessed, abundant, healthy New Year to all of you. Welcome to my channel, Crystal Garden Tarot. Today we're going to be getting into Taurus's reading. What messages does Taurus need to know for the month of January 2019? Messages for Taurus, please, Spirit. I'm so excited for you guys for this new year. It's been a long journey for you guys. I see that you guys are rising above, finding clarity, finding solutions. That's what's going on for Taurus for January. Let's see, what messages does Spirit have for Taurus for January 2019, please, Spirit? Okay, you have two cards that wanted to fall out, Taurus. So the first card that we have here for Taurus is a jewel within a teardrop. Appreciation, spiritual and emotional reconnection. Okay, and we have Moonlit Goddess, repressed emotions, healing, and reflection. The underlying energy here is loss, Taurus, grief, sadness, and resurrection. Okay, for those of you who are interested in numerology, this jewel within a teardrop card is card number 10. So this tells me that you guys have been on some type of journey here and it's coming to a completion. Okay, and you have card 2 with Moonlit Goddess, and you also have card 20 with loss. And so with those twos there, I feel like there is a decision here. There are some choices that Taurus is having to make in the month of January. So okay, here I feel, Taurus, that you have experienced some type of loss, some type of grief. Okay, there's sadness there, but within this sadness, okay, and you're having repressed, you may be dealing with some repressed emotions that are coming out in the month of January, but we have healing here. And with this jewel within a teardrop, Taurus, Spirit is saying to you, your guides are saying to you, okay, let's shift our perspective here, okay? Yes, we're feeling the loss. Yes, we're feeling the grief. Yes, there may be some repressed emotions coming out as we reflect, on the end of this journey that we've gone through. But there is a jewel here, and the jewel that is here is that through this loss and this grief and this sadness, you are resurrecting. You are spiritually and emotionally reconnecting to yourself. So whatever this journey is that you've been on, and I feel like it's been a long journey for you. Okay, you may have been hurt by someone. You may have had to end a relationship, or someone may have ended a relationship with you. There's some type of loss and grief here. But within this sadness, try to shift your perspective, okay? And it's a completion here. There is a gift here for you, okay? And I'm also seeing here that there's like there's something magical here happening, okay? This ending, this loss, this grief, this sadness, it's really a blessing in disguise, okay? Because it is transforming you, Taurus. Let's get some more cards out for you. Taurus. You guys have been through a lot. I'm a Taurus sun. Taurus sun, Libra moon, Cancer rising. So I understand. Okay, so yes, we're going out on a completion. I'm sorry. We are going through a completion and we're starting a new journey. Okay? Every journey starts with a single step, Taurus. I see that you are needing to release some allegiances, or you have released some allegiances here. We're going to see what the Sacred Rebel deck has for you, Taurus. What does Taurus need to know for January? Let's pull some more cards to understand what's going on here with this energy, okay? Okay. Visions of life beyond death, Taurus. And this is card 44. Whenever I see 44, I really think about the angels, okay? And there you are with that underlying energy, as I spoke of. Every journey starts with a single step. This is card 12 and this is card 2. So you have 2 and 3 here, okay? I see a progression happening here. Taurus, you may have had some type of vision, okay, with this owl here in the picture on top of this woman's head. She's an older woman. If you see the card here, I'll show you that up close a little bit more there, okay? You may have felt something inside of you, okay? Some kind of intuitive communication saying to you, Taurus, to cut someone out, to end something, okay, with someone. Taurus, I'm seeing this peacock here and I'm thinking about integrity and honor, grace. You saw something. I feel like you foresaw something here. Okay, and I also feel that there's something more here that meets the eye. As I said, you may be feeling the grief and the sadness of the loss, but there's something bigger here, Taurus, because this is connecting you back to yourself. All right, let's pull some more cards. Yes, I'm seeing perception. It's your perception. It's going to be the way that you look at this situation, Taurus. I'm seeing that, you know, having grace, okay? Having grace as we let go. As we let go of that which no longer serves us, we can do it in a very graceful way. You're getting ready to start a new journey, okay? And just take that one step, okay? You might be really feeling like in the funk of the loss or whatever it is that is, you know, that you're reflecting on, that's really causing you sadness or that caused you sadness here. Just one single step, okay, Taurus? If you've been like depressed, take one step. Exercise today. Go outside and have a cup of tea. Have a cup of coffee outside. Get yourself grounded. You know, if you've got some type of dream or project that you've been wanting to work on aside from what's happening here, you know, take that single step. Oh, wow. Okay, Taurus, you have union, and this is divine union. Take a look at this card. Look how beautiful that is. You see all the colors of the rainbow, so that's all the colors of the chakra. She's got a lotus flower at the top of her head. This is divine union. So for some of you guys, I'm hearing that there may be a divine union coming into play for you as you release this other situation that may have been holding you back on your new journey. Okay, this could also be where you come into union again with your own spiritual self and your own spiritual and emotional reconnection, your own connection back to spirit, towards back to your divine self. Okay, And I'm also seeing an underlying energy here of having to face a truth, okay? You may have had to face your shadow side, okay? But I'm feeling more that, you know, there were some type of truths that may have come to the light and caused you to have to, you know, cut some allegiances, but you're getting back to yourself, okay? And by cutting what no longer serves you, you may have had to make a really hard decision, or in the month of January you may come to find that there is a very difficult situation in which you're going to have to make a choice. You may have to choose between two people, a person who's been hurting you and a new prospect, okay? Something of this nature. But we've come face to face with the truth about something again. And this vision is beyond, okay, the 3D realm. And I feel that it's your inner, your higher self that's been talking to you here, guiding you. So again, one single step on this new journey. You never know what will come. You never know what's around the corner. But what I'm seeing here in these cards right now is that it's something beautiful, even though you may not be able to see that right now. You have some type of divine union, whether that is to yourself, whether that is with spirit, or whether that is you coming into a relationship that is mutually beneficial, okay, that serves you and serves that other person, where you're being appreciated and you're being treated the way and loved the way that you're supposed to be, where the as much love and loyalty that you bring to the table is also being reciprocated towards you, Taurus. I would like to see what the tarot has to say, okay? Let's get into the tarot and see what spirit has to say. I'm seeing that a lot of you may have been dealing with someone who was emotionally unavailable and or emotionally manipulative, okay? Um, you may have really loved this person, okay? And you may have put a lot of work into this relationship, and I feel that you're going to be rewarded for all the love that you put in. You have blessings coming in. I'm seeing just an abundance of blessings here coming. Yes, justice. Justice after dealing with someone who was emotionally unavailable and or emotionally manipulative. I feel like I really also feel like there's a lot of feminine energy here that I am speaking to, Taurus. Your own energy. Um, it's like you have the power within you. You really do. You really do. If you've been left out in the cold by someone, if you've been feeling some type of hardship, it's things are turning around. Again, there is a gift here. Okay, let's let the tarot give us some more wisdom. We have a jumper. Let me get that. Okay, Taurus. What are we worried about? There's something here with the Nine of Swords that I feel, and I see this coming here in front of this jewel within a teardrop, where it's like you're having a lot of anxiety, okay? Two of these swords have actually went through you, two of them there, but you have seven other swords that haven't even went into you. So this is like a lot of this is happening in your mind. This is the mental body, okay? So shifting our perspective here about whatever the situation is for you. is what's needed here. Yes, because look at this. You have the Five of Cups here, okay, in reverse. Spirit is saying to you again, and this is coming here with over the jewel within a teardrop and over these visions of life beyond death. Spirit is saying to you, Taurus, there's no need for you to cry over spilled milk. If you're feeling worried, if you're having anxiety, okay, if you're having sleepless nights because of the grief, Spirit is saying there's something beyond what you can see here. You don't need to cry over what has been lost. There's no need for it, okay? And is there a cycle here, Taurus? And this is coming here over the repressed emotions, okay? A cycle here that we're not allowing to complete. Are we finding it difficult to let this cycle just finish out? Okay, because here's the thing, Taurus. The universe wants something to end here. Something ended with this loss. There was a loss. Whether you allow the cycle to end or not, if the universe says it's time for this cycle to end, it's time for the cycle to end. You will be taken out of the cycle will end and drag you kicking and screaming, or you can just let it happen. Change your perspective, as Spirit is saying, and see that there is some gift here for you to get back to you, especially with our energy. Taurus is very generous. Taurus is a very stable person, so people are often turning to Taurus to clean up their mess, or to, sometimes Taurus is isn't even asked to clean up a mess, but we're so nurturing and caring and loyal that we just kind of do it, and where was I getting with that? It's like we just need to let go sometimes, okay? That message was for someone, okay? That about constantly being the one cleaning up the mess and everyone running to. You might feel like you don't know how to let this cycle end, but it wants to. That's what I can see here. And again, look at, you have the Eight of Swords here, Taurus. I'm sorry that I feel for you that you're going through this. These two cards are mirroring each other. This Eight of Swords and this Nine of Swords are mirroring one another, where you've created this mental prison for yourself, okay? There may be some things that were hidden that you couldn't see. Swords all around you. You may be confused and feel that you don't have the clarity that you need about something that's ended, something that you may have had to cut out, or someone you may have had to cut out. Because you can't see all of the swords that are around you, this may be causing you to have difficulty in allowing the cycle to end. But again, Spirit says there's no need for you to cry over spilled milk. And you know why, Taurus? And just as I looked at my camera, okay, it said 1911, so I caught the 9 and 11. There is a journey that you've been on that's getting ready to end, and you have a new beginning. As this card flew out onto the floor, I saw 911 on the computer. A beautiful, passionate beginning for you, Taurus, with the Ace of Wands there. I see the beauty in this. This is at the center of your reading, a vision of life beyond death, okay? And I'm looking at that next to the death card. Okay, as in you may have died spiritually, your heart may have died, a relationship may have died, a situation, may have died. But with death, there's always a new beginning. With death, there's always a rebirth. Okay, life beyond what's ended, what has died, regardless of what it is. You have a beautiful, passionate beginning, and that's why you don't need to worry. What Taurus needs right now is to tap into their own self, because this is why all of this happened, for you to get back to yourself. Okay, maybe that's what I was getting at, about how we're so loyal and we're always fixing people's messes, or just volunteering to take care of others because of our loyalty and our nurturing energy. Getting back to yourself, allowing yourself to come out of this mental prison that you have here, and allow yourself this passionate new beginning that's being offered by the divine. Accepting the truth, okay? Which is the underlying energy here. Accepting the truth, no matter how harsh it is, and using these swords here. Use all of these swords to cut out what's no longer serving you, okay? I see that you're going through a serious change, okay? But you have some dreams here trying to come through. So changing our perspective to see that as something ends, your dreams are allowed to come through. Because whatever it is here that ended, the universe ended it because it wasn't serving you, and it was blocking you from, I believe, what you truly wanted for yourself. Okay? And the underlying energy here in the tarot is the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So I'm really feeling, Taurus, like, is that there was a real imbalance here. Okay? And whatever this is, there's a real imbalance here. And this loss could have created quite a bit of an imbalance within yourself. So there is a need to ground yourself here. There's a need to get out your comfort zone. Okay, you may have been dealing with someone who is extremely selfish. Okay, and possibly someone who didn't want to make a commitment. Okay, and something, unconventional, possibly. Um, Or this is just your spirit, like saying, look, this is not what I want. Your spirit didn't want this for you because it wasn't in your highest good. And I see that you have released in a lot of ways, but there's still some remnants here with these repressed emotions where you're still in this, like a conflicted state with yourself. Okay? There's a need to go within here and find a new direction and go ahead and leave this behind. You could have been dealing with the Aries, especially, or a different fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. They're coming up in the reverse here. Or this is just you needing to go ahead and use your authority, okay? And I feel like you could have been dealing with a fire sign here who was trying to offer you something, but what they were offering you was not love. It wasn't what you needed, okay? There was no stability there. This person didn't value you, okay? They couldn't see how much you were worth. They didn't respect you in the way that they should. They didn't give you what it was that you deserved. And I feel like you walked away. Okay? I feel like you walked away from this. This situation is very toxic. You may have walked away from this person, but they may be still trying to bind themselves to you, or you may still feel bound to this person in some way, which is where these swords are coming from. Okay? But I feel like some information may have come to you again with this truth card here, and with this page of swords that I'm seeing here, going through the bottom of the deck. Some type of truths came to you, some type of information came to you where you like, or wait a minute, like my harvest continues to come short in this situation. Okay, I've been waiting and waiting and waiting, okay, for someone to make a decision, and I feel like you lost patience, so you just cut it out. You're like, you know what? I need to think really logical. And you did. You were thinking very logical if you are the one that ended this. Okay. And I feel like you are, but you're just conflicted about what, you cutting the person out. Okay, you decided that, look, this is like, I've lost patience for this, I'm cutting this out and I'm going for what it is that I truly wish. You stood in your power as the King of Swords, and you could have also been dealing with some type of air sign, also Aquarius, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, or just a person who could have been really harsh in, their words towards you, someone who was very cold towards you, someone who was very emotionally immature and committed injustices towards you, okay? But it's like you broke free from this, okay? And you may have a lot of, the cycle has completed. The cycle has completed. And I feel like you stood in your truth. You stood in the truth that you found, and you used that power in this sword with this King of Swords here, okay? To cut out that individual who may have been really harsh and not wanting to make a commitment. This individual who may think that they got away with some type of deception, possibly, or got away with some type of injustice towards you. They were very emotionally immature, Taurus, okay? They may have created a smoke screen, an illusion around you. You may be confused as to whether, where is this cup at, what cup should I take now? What cup actually has a snake in it? Which cup has a dragon in it? Which cup has, you know, looks like it's gold and it's glittering, but it's not? Which cup is it where someone is covering their true identity here? And which cup is it that I can really grow from here? You may be confused, okay? But listen, you have the 10 of Cups here. You have the 10 of Cups. There's some type of union I feel that's coming in for you now that you cut out what's no longer serving you. Now that you cut out the situation where you are the only one giving. Okay, and I see that it's like you may have really cut off communication, or you don't want to move towards something anymore because this is what was done to you. This is what was done to you by someone, and it hurts you. So much betrayal. And I feel like this could have been more than one person that we're talking about here. Okay? And I feel like in a lot of ways you have released here. Okay? There's just mental conflict, maybe some going back and forth about whether you made the right decision or not. Okay? And I also feel like this is saying to you, stand in your truth. Stand in your truth and use good judgment. Okay? You're working towards a solid foundation here, and there's a union here, a divine union that I feel is coming in for you, something with stability that could really lead to marriage, okay? And it just has a lot to do with this new passionate beginning. And this could be, even, it doesn't even have to be a relationship. This could just be your own energy creating, stability, because there's been a lot of instability with Tauruses. When we really are like so stable in our nature, we're all about stability. But a lot of times people have just come in and disrupted that stability, okay? And it's like there's a need here for you to follow your intuition. Maybe you didn't have the clarity that you thought you needed with the information that came in, but listen to your intuition, because whatever was being said to you uh, through your intuition, okay, it was right, it was true. Stand in your power. Let your intuition guide you to this beautiful, passionate beginning, okay? I feel like you had a tower moment here. Something happened here that was really just something came out. I feel like it's some truths that came out and caused a tower moment to have. But Spirit is saying to you, like, listen, you're coming out of hardship, whether it's financial, and or whether it's just feeling like someone left you out in the cold. You're not going to be alone. You're not going to be alone, okay? Here, I feel it's like you couldn't take it anymore. You put in so much work on this journey, in this situation. This could be, maybe the last 10 years. I'm hearing so much toil that you put in, but you persevered, okay? And it's like it's time to release. It's time to release, okay? Where you dealing with the King of Wands in reverse, someone who was controlling, you know, could have been manipulative, abusive in some way, get really angry really fast. It's like you've given up. The cup is empty, and you do. You have the clarity, you have the sort of truth. You used it to cut someone out, I feel. It's okay. You're just having this mental conflict. Listen, Taurus, you're strong. You're strong. I feel like I'm talking to a lot of feminine energies who were dealing with someone who just, you thought they were, you know, husband material. You thought that there was longevity in the situation, but there wasn't. There was no stability there. Okay, it wasn't going to work, and it is time for you to go out on your new journey. Okay, you're going out on your new journey, and what does it take? It just takes one single step. Okay, listen to your intuition for the truth. Okay, this is you. You are abundant. You are independent. Okay? You have the power here with the yellow, all this yellow and this red with the solar plexus chakra and very little blue. You don't need to say much. You don't even need to say anything to this person or whatever this is. Remember your value. You are so valuable, and you have such inner strength and power. You are ready to move forward. This situation is a gift because it balanced you out. That's part of the jewel with this, in this teardrop. It balanced you out. Do you see how this is a card about balance? Okay, look at this. You have the two here, you have the two castles here. Everything is balanced here, and you are ready to move forward on your new passionate beginning. Allow yourself to expand. You also could have been dealing with someone who had codependency issues. Okay, there was no stability with this offer. I feel like you could have been dealing with someone from your past, okay? Someone from the past who was very methodical. They may not have been making any move. They weren't making any offers of love, but yet it was like there was some type of illusion that they were putting up, possibly that they were making you an offer for love, but in actuality they weren't offering you anything stable. Okay, and they weren't making any moves, and I feel like you just lost faith. Okay, you could have been dealing with the twin flame here with the Lovers card, but at this point it's not in your favor. There's too much conflict. There may have been competition. Okay, and so you let it rest. You know, there was a lot that may not have been illuminated about the situation, or you may not, there may have been things illuminated, but you, again, you just don't have clarity. But I see you releasing. Okay, I see you releasing, and I see the universe looking at you for everything that you put into it and recognizing you. Okay, and you having the victory. You or this other person may be feeling a little bitter about the situation with the Queen of Wands in reverse here, but you know, I feel like this is you needing to stand in your own power. Okay, you could have been dealing with a soulmate. I feel you were dealing with a soulmate relationship here, but there may have been a third party situation. You may have found out, but you may have not had the, again, the clarity that you felt you needed. Like maybe you didn't have the proof that you felt you needed. Okay, but your intuition was telling you something. What just flew out? Ace of Cups in reverse. The cup is being emptied, and the underlying energy here, the King of Swords in reverse, dealing with someone who I feel was just really harsh towards you. Okay, now let's take some advice cards for you. Let's get you some advice. I'm gonna wrap this reading up because we're going past 30 minutes here. So let's get you a couple of cards. A card for advice, and then let's get you an outcome card, okay, Taurus? I'm seeing that a lot of you are really emotionally sensitive. Look at this. That flew out. Archangel Raphael. Okay, let's put this right here. We have Archangel Raphael. Hold on one second. My dog is over here making some kind of weird noise. Okay, I'm sorry about that. So we have Archangel Raphael, okay? Archangel Raphael, this healing angel is with you, Taurus, supporting your healing work, okay? So there's something here that you need to heal from. Sorry about that. Okay, Taurus, so there is something here that you're needing to heal from, okay? And Archangel Raphael is helping you. And also, as a card of advice, you're being advised to ask this archangel. Ask this archangel to help you heal from whatever the situation is, okay? To help you go out onto your new journey. And I'm seeing that what seemed to be an injustice, okay, what seemed to be an injustice, Taurus, is actually a blessing. Okay, if someone was just really treated you really badly, I also see that I feel that they are thinking of you. Okay, it's like they know what they did and they're thinking of you. The angels are surrounding you and your family right now, I'm seeing. We're going to wrap this up with this last card here. Let's get an outcome card for you, Taurus. Ask Archangel Raphael to help you heal. Look at this. Something, the god of the underworld, something which no longer serves you, is about to end. Something which no longer serves you is about to end, Taurus. Okay? It didn't serve you. And you know what? The underlying energy here is Goddess of Awakening. This is a wondrous time of exploration, romance, and creativity. This opened the door to what does serve you. We need to change our perspective and ask Spirit to allow us to heal. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope that these messages resonated. If they did not resonate with you, then the message was not for you, but the message is for someone. Good luck to you. Good luck to you this year. May you heal and have many blessings and abundance on your new journey, Taurus. Thank you. I love you.